What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. This is gonna be the first video of the new year, and then we're gonna start off with a stick collection video. It's been about a year since our original one, and we've put in some hard, grimy work here to scrape up some more twigs. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be a little bit different than last year. We got some additions, some subtractions, so we got to do a little showcase here. So yeah, we'll just hop right into it here. First off, quick little feature. We got our little self-made mini stick. We got a Supreme 1S, the 2017 version with the GF tape job. That was for a Halloween costume, and I never retaped it, but shout out Craig Ferguson, late night host. That's what that's for.
All right, this is from Steve in New Orleans, Louisiana. You ever been down to New Orleans there? You ever been down on the bayou? Is that what they call it, the bayou? Yeah, you been down on the bayou, Jeff?
Oh, hell yeah. I go there at least once a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have a place down there?
I do. I've got a little pad down there.
If you know, you know. First off here, this is our first roller stick. Use this one primarily for outdoor use. It is a Bauer Nexus Team Stick. Got the wraparound on it. Shout out Hockey Wraparound. Pretty beat up, but yeah, not seeing much action from this right now, considering it's about 40. Got the butt ends on the top there. So that's the first one here. Then we have a Jetspeed FT5. This one is a 65 flex and a P28. Unfortunately, it is a intermediate 65. So it's, you know, I don't really like how thin it is, but it's all right. Got this around probably February last year. It is a Bauer Hyperlite or OG Hyperlite P28 77 flex. My specs are mostly, I like the P29 or P92 the best, but the P28's not bad. I get used to it. So, and that Hyperlite went for an insane deal on Facebook Marketplace. I'm afraid to even share, so I'm not going to. And then we have an OG. This was still around. Easton SE16, the red, old school. This one's kind of a gem for some of the old gearheads. So, and then next up, we still have a full 4 set of these. Shout out to Goldie Bryant. The CCM Jetspeed Team Sticks. P90 on this one. That one is that's been my longest gamer. Next up, we have another one of the Bauer 3X Pro P28 87 flex. Used that one a little bit more last year. Now here we have got, I ended up getting 2 of these. The one was cracked, not in great shape. But if you look here, if you look at the tarp I'm wearing right now, we have a Minnesota Golden Gophers Pro Stock Vapor X60. This thing is sick. It is a little short, but it's cool to have. It's a G7 build and a P14 curve, which I actually really like. I used it once. So you can't really find that, but it's cool to have as a Minnesota fan that are much better than the Wisconsin Badgers. Next up, we have a CCM Tax 9280 budget CCM stick. Just use this one pretty much for drop-ins and just to rip some bombs. 75 flex P28. Don't care about it too much. Now this one we got this year, or last year. I keep getting it mixed up, but it is the Bauer Supreme 2S Pro in unreal condition. Got this in a pack with a later one you'll see here. P92 77 flex. Perfect specs for me. So yeah, really like using that one once in a while. This one's a Mercari find, a CCM Trigger ASY, so the Trigger 1, Donai Pro Stock, 105 flex. So it's pretty stiff, but and it's also got a weird Pro Stock curve. So that one's pretty interesting to use once in a while. Heavy, but this one is a Supreme or a CCM Super Tax Team. It's kind of broken on the blade here. You can hear it a little bit, but it honestly is really nice. It's cut down to like a good height. P29 75 flex, pretty standard stick. And then my first actual stick Goldie Bryant hit me up here. This is kind of what got me into, first like intro stick that got me into the game when I was playing. A SuperTax 2.0 with a P80 85 flex. Kind of retired that one. Used it a ton and just kind of was the first stick. So next up we have a Jet Speed FT Plus. Had some name on it, but it's a nice team stick, really. Or it's kind of like the team sticks, I guess. Maybe a tier up, but I really like these. It's nice and balanced. I don't mind it. Then we have an old school. Get a close up of this all white puppy, Warrior Diablo. Yeah, don't know too much about it. It's got a Lindstrom curve, the square toe, which I'm not really a big fan of, but you know, that's just a cool one to have in the collection. So then we have a Bauer Nexus, another Nexus team stick. This one was from Goldie Bryant as well. He gifted this to Doug, but I kind of absorbed it. It's got the signature on there and whatnot, but it's a P28 77 flex. That one's nice. I used that once. Then we got, unfortunately, I've kind of phased out all of the P88 curves. I just don't enjoy it as much anymore. I need a little bit of toe. This one's a Bauer Nexus 2N Pro, which I used to love, but it's got that P88 87 flex, but still one of my favorite sticks. Cool metallic blue graphic. This one is a Warrior Alpha DX3. I was thinking about maybe trading this one because it is 65 flex. There's someone, and it's a P88, and there's someone in the men's league around here that was looking to trade a stick. So I was thinking about maybe getting rid of this one here because I just don't use it. Once again, P88, not really my favorite. And then another old school Warrior Dolomite. This one is sick. I love the orange kind of tiger graphic. This has also got that Lindstrom curve and 100 flex. And I'm pretty sure it was cut a little bit, so it's probably like 105, 110. Another OG Easton S19. Sick graphic. I love the metallic silver there. It's a P4 curve and a Lie 5. It's a pretty wacky one. Very straight. You know, that one's just kind of a cool one to have sitting around as well. This one's another Easton I haven't used in ages. I think this is another P4. It's the P4 curve. It's a Synergy ST. This thing is heavy and it's just feels very stiff. So then I think we showcased these. These were the first sticks I got of 2025. It was the Sherwood Wrecker Elements. It's got the L Goat Pro Stock little name bar, and I got two in the PP90 Max Blade with the 75 flex, and then one. We'll pull it up here in a second. It's coming here soon. So we've got. Next is the Bauer Supreme 1S. This one was on eBay for, I think, like literally 35 bucks. I won an auction. It's 102 flex, unfortunately, but it is P92. So I do kind of like using it once in a while. It's the 2018 version of the 1S. So it's not that metallic gold, but still pretty cool. And then we got one that came in the pack with the Supreme 2S. This one is, I'm kind of afraid to use it because it's so in such good condition, but it's the 1X Lite Bauer in like perfect specs for me. P92 77 flex, looks unused. So it's, yeah, I really don't want to use it too much, but it is kind of hard to not to. And we got another one of the Supreme Wrecker I was talking about, PP90 Max Blade. Another Supreme Jet Speed that was in the pack. This one's the P80. I used this forever until I ended up getting that P90, starting liking P92 more. So that one was a gamer forever. Haven't used it as much. Bauer Supreme MX3, 102 flex. I don't know what it is about all these Supremes I can find, but they're all like 100 flex. And then here's another of the Sherwood Wrecker with the, anyways. This one's the new one that we got this year. Bauer Vapor Team Stick, Max Blade, P92, A7 Flex. And then we've got this one in a pack this year as well. This one's the Jet Speed FT3 Pro. Nice top end stick from a few years ago with the P92 on it. So that one got in pretty new. Use that one actually quite a bit. This one's another team stick. This one is still on ice. Haven't used this one. That one's from Goldie Bryant. Then we have this pole of a stick. It's a Supreme 2S. This one is a gal stick. I mean, look at that. I'm on feet here. It's on my forehead. P28. That one's an interesting one. This one, white sticks, you know, they're pretty interesting to a lot of people, but I have been getting used to it, and I like the white stick. It is the Pro North brand. You can see like that big metallic there is like their signature, I guess. Pretty interesting stick. I got that on a crazy deal on Sideline. And then the last Jet Speed team stick. FT Plus, I got 2 of these in. That they came with those Pro North sticks. So that was the second one there. Warrior Alpha DX. This is just the stock version of it. P28 Max Blade. I really like that one. It's also got a matching one here. 3X Pro, P92. Use this one a ton. That one's almost a beater now. And we've got Bauer Nexus Team Stick. Once again, 2 of those. And then our second Vapor Team Stick, but this one has an extension in it, and I never cut it, so it is pretty tall. So I'll just let that one use once in a while. This is the second Pro North one. Get a look at that. Get a look at that metallic here. All black one on this one is the Max Blade P92. I like that one a lot. Don't have to worry about the all white flash. I think we got this one this year. This is the Nexus Sync. It came with a tacky matte grip on it, but I'm thinking about just cutting it off. It's kind of too much. It's a P28 70 flex, so it's pretty whippy. And we have the Pro Stock Derek Stepan 1S. This one is a C29 build, which means it's a 195, Supreme 195. Another kind of eBay snipe. So that one's pretty sweet. This one came from Played Again not too long ago. Is a 95 Flex. It's a Fisher stick. Kind of like those, like a budget model, I guess, stick, but I got it for 50 bucks. It was like 50% off, and I was down there and didn't find anything else, so we rolled with it. Warrior QXT Team Stick. Bauer Supreme S160. Then we've got a CCM SuperTax AS3 Pro. This came with the FT3 Pro. Yeah, that's one of my favorites as well. Just my specs. Nice cool lime color, nice cool lime green color. And then the last of the Sherwood Wrecker ones. This one's that PP12 curve. It's kind of like the McDavid curve. A little flat for me though. Latest one we got, Bauer Nexus Tracer P92 65 Flex. Used it last night. I really like it. I just wish it was the 65 Flex and Senior, because the intermediate is a little bit thin, but it's still a nice stick. I can still rip with it. STX Surgeon RX 2.1. That one's old school. Bauer Vapor OG Flylight 2017 Flylight. P92 87 Flex. Honestly, in really good shape still. I like using that once in a while. Warrior QRL Pro P88, so that one's probably going to find the doorway soon. Unfortunately, a broken Covert QRE4. This is also Played Again, and look at that TJ on there. CCM Ribcore 86K, just a budget stick. And we're kind of getting tail end here. We've got CCM Jet Speed, Jet Speed FT nothing. Like, it doesn't have any. It's just the regular Jet Speed. Sebastian Repo Pro Stock 90 Flex I didn't realize how tall that one actually was. And it's got a crazy curve to it too, really flat with, but not quite P88. Then we have a Kiefer Sherwood STX Pro Stock. It has a Miami 44 name bar, 85 Flex STX Stallion HPR. So, and he's with the Canucks still. He was from the Columbus area, and I found that I would play it again. Then we have an Irish 28. That is, it's a Notre Dame Pro Stock CCM Trigger FT5 Pro. That one's in really good shape, 90 Flex, which I really like on that one. Then kind of, well, probably my overall favorite one to use, CCM Jet Speed Stenlin curve. He's with the Utah Hockey Club, or Utah Mammoth, 80 Flex. So that's probably one of my favorites. I like the curve on it. It's a good stick. CCM Trigger 4 Pro Marcusson, 80 Flex. Yeah, not much to say about that. We got Warrior DX, Alpha DX. We got Alaska Fairbanks. I think I got it wrong last year, but we got the little Alaska Fairbanks, or the other Alaska team. I always forget it, but that one's another P28 Max blade. I love that stick. Don't use it often. Bauer Nexus 2N Pro. This one is a Dalton Pro Stock. Don't know who it is. Came with Finland flags on it, but like I said, 2N Pro is probably one of my favorite looking sticks of all time. Reebok. This one's the 10K with Bobby Sanguinetti Pro Stock. 100 Flex. Cool one to have. Another kind of tall one. Weird, wacky curve. Rounded out here, we've got Brian Schmolinski, Warrior Dolomite. This one actually came from him. He's got a long career with a bunch of teams and everything like that. Found this on Facebook with the signature. So that was a pretty cool one to have. So, and I think he was from the Toledo area or near it. And a buddy of his must have had it, and I bought it off him. So, Supreme. Tyson Berry Supreme MX3 95 Flex G3 build. A lot of the NHL guys still use that G3 build, so I don't really like the curve as much. But then we've got I've actually started using this one a few times this year. True Catalyst 9X Erik Karlsson Pro Stock. I think it's like 82 Flex, but you got this one. He was with the Sharks, the blue custom color. We got 3 more here. Sherwood T75 all white. Don't really use this one because it's pretty heavy, but like I said, we're getting a little bit more used to using the all white, so we might crack that out. Reebok 6K. This thing used to be, this was probably my first one I ever used, and I used it on concrete like once or twice, and it's kind of ruined, but that one came from Deadweight. And then we have last one, CCM Easton, or no, this is Easton S11 with the Zetterberg curve. So, you know, if you know Zetterberg curves, those things are pretty flat, and it's a custom, or maybe it was just the yellow with the S11. But that is pretty much the collection here. We counted it all up. That is 69 total sticks, and if you count old mini stick here, that's 70 total. I even think we have a Woody laying around to make it a flat 70, but we had some additions, we had some subtractions for the collection, but you know, we use all of our sticks almost. We have a couple, you know, like Schmolinski that sits on standby, but yeah, so hopefully all the Mills mentioned that we should maybe do a top 5 here of my favorites in the collection here. So we are going to, I've got 5 picked out here. I'm gonna go, let's see, for number 5, we're gonna go with the True Catalyst 9X that we were talking about. The Erik Karlsson Pro Stock. I really like using it. It's nice and light. It's got the P28 curve on there, which is decent, but it holds it from being higher in the ranking. Number 2 out of these, or no, excuse me, number 4, I'm gonna go with the Bauer Nexus Tracer. I really like it so far. I like the looks of it are obviously pretty sick. It's got almost my specs. The P92 is nice, but it's like I said, it's the intermediate, so it's a little thin. So that one's gonna sit at the 4 slot here. Now we have the Warrior Alpha DX, the CCM Jetspeed Stunland, and the Bauer, or not the Bauer, the Pro North stick. For number 3, we're going with the Warrior Alpha DX. And like I mentioned, I have 2 of these pretty much in the same specs, the P28 Max Blade. But this is the Alaska one. So, but I mean, as stick, more so as a stick performance, I love the DX. So that is gonna be my 3 spot. I love using that one. Number 2, we're going with the Pro North in the all white. Honestly, I'm gonna go with the all white over the black. It's a P92 77 Flex. This one's got the 5 side on it, so it kind of has that the tracer feel, and that's kind of what they're going after. And I really like the 5 sides. I know a lot of people don't, but I like the 5 side feel of the Sync Geo tracer, and then they're replicating it pretty much. So number 1 stick then leaves it to be the CCM Jetspeed Stunland Curve, the 80 Flex. There's just something about it. It's got an unreal curve. It doesn't say it, but it's just got a nice mixture of kind of some toe with some good control. So I'm going with the Stunland as my number 1 stick in the collection. Frank, if you're watching this, you get it. And then, so that's performance-wise. If we look here, I will pick out probably my most prized. Like, there's a lot of cool sticks, obviously, with a bunch of pro stock names and profiles, but my personal favorite that I'm gonna go with is the Bauer Vapor X60 in the Minnesota Pro Stock stick, the Team Gophers stick, with the G7 P14 67 Flex, but you got the P14 curve. I like how it's got that kind of P88, but it's got a decent toe, but it's also, I don't know, it feels really nice. Plus this stick has got the custom maroon. Obviously, I'm not meaning for this to be my favorite performing stick, because it's not. Like I said, it's a little short, but overall, probably my favorite to have is in Minnesota. Got an interesting backstory on why I'm a Minnesota fan and all that. I like other teams, obviously, too, but Minnesota's always got a spot. When I'm watching games and stuff, I'll catch them. Football, hockey, whatever it may be. I like the Gophers. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I know it was a pretty long video, but for those of you who are interested in this type of thing, and for those of you that are interested in the gear and all that, this should be somewhat entertaining. I mean, don't have a ton of crazy high-end sticks, but I think they're interesting. So that's gonna pretty much be it. Hope everyone enjoyed. If you have any questions on any of them, I can always respond in the comments if you if you want to ask, so feel free. Yeah, hope everyone's having a good New Year so far. Let's keep going. Gonna hopefully keep pushing out some videos. So yeah, peace.